And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're now with Aaron Rainey. He's here with Madison, bustrips.com. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm excited to hear about what you have to offer because trips are always such an exciting thing to do, and a bus is an easy way to do it with a family. So how did you get started? What gave you the idea to do this?
Well, I've actually been in radio for about 20 years, and with the radio stations, we always did some sort of listener appreciation trip or a trip to a Cubs game or something like that, and it was kind of like a one-off. And it literally just grew from there. Our radio stations no longer wanted to do it, and I'm like, man, this is a great opportunity, and it's a great need for people. And so I kind of picked up on it, and 100 bus trips a year later, here we are. So.
Yeah, so clearly things are going well.
Yes,
bus trips,
very good. So we're this is our newest market. So.
And bus trips are such a fun way to experience because, everybody loves road trips. So being able to be on a bus either with people that you know or even, other folks is a fun way to experience the travel. So I'm curious to know what sorts of things do you include in your bus trips to make it an experience for people?
Well, every one of our bus trips is different or custom according to what we're doing. So we've done plays, we've done musicals, we've done shopping trips. We've done playoff games for baseball, football. I mean, everything under the sun. So every bus trip is customized to what the destination is and what the group needs. Some of our bus trips are private, where we do it for just a church group or whatever the case is, and then others are just for, hey, Todd's Bar wants to have a bus trip, go to a Cubs game or a Brewers game. So we customize them, and they all include like your ticket and your bus ride back and forth. We do have some packages, like the Iowa-Wisconsin game that includes all food and beverage as well.
Wow.
We do a lot of Wrigley rooftops, which does include all your food and beverage. So it's definitely customized to what either the client wants, the customer wants, or we just put together the package and then people go on that.
Awesome.
So you've got your daughter Addison here with you today. Now you're a family guy. You understand what it means to travel with a family. How family friendly are your trips?
All of our trips are family friendly. We send an escort on every one of our buses. Obviously, people are allowed to drink, but in that same token, we want it to be a fun, enjoyable experience for everybody that's on the bus. This past summer, we even did a Six Flags Great America bus trip, so that was a great one.
Fun.
Speaking of families and kids, it's one of those things where if you guys have been to Six Flags with kids, it's by the end of the day, mom and dad then have to drive home.
Right.
So it was a great thing for, the bus driver jumped on and drove back, and basically there's no worry about it. But getting back to the question, as far as everything being family friendly, it's just one of those things where you sit back, you relax, and let us do all the worrying.
Yeah, you can sleep on the way home too, along with the
Absolutely.
kids.
Everybody can sleep on the way home.
That sounds wonderful, doesn't it?
Yeah, that sounds great. Addison, do you ever get to go on the bus trips?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
She's my
Lucky
assistant.
girl.
She's
so.
the assistant.
Oh, nice.
So you talked a little bit about some of the events that you travel to, that you take bus tours to or bus trips to. Can you expand on that? What is the spectrum of different events that your bus trips cover?
Basically anything A to Z, and basically anything that people would like to go to. We obviously have our own stuff that we promote, whether it be a Bulls game or a Bucks game or Brewers or Cubs. We also, like I said, do musicals. We've done shopping trips. And a lot of it goes by suggestion of people too. We do concerts obviously as well, which is a mainstay. But a lot of times, hey, I'd like to go see Book of Mormon in Chicago, and we'll see if there's interest, gauge that interest, and then go from there. So we're pretty much open to anything. I mean, I know we're expanding on longer trips as well, multi-day trips as well. So we're open to basically any ideas that anybody has, but we also try to put together the trips that, a lot of it is, well, what I like to go on with my daughter that may not be something I want to drive 10 hours to, but it works out good for all of us.
And that allows you to actually interact with your kids because you're not focused on the road. I know my kids are always trying to get my attention while I'm driving.
Yep.
And it's like, Daddy's got to look at the road here. I can't look at your princess doll and see what she's doing right now. So I think that's good that you can actually interact with your kids then while you're on the road.
Yeah, and we throw on movies, and literally by the time you get to a lot of these destinations, the movie's wrapping up and it's perfect timing.
It's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
It's
it.
great.
You got
It's
it.
great. So
Yeah, so where have you gotten some of your ideas? Does Addison suggest some? Does people come up to your customers say, hey, why I'd like to do such and such? Or
It's a mixture. I mean, so like I said, some of it's what we come up with on our own. Some of it is a market need. You know, the Cubs are hot this year. Not saying that more, you know, up here in this area too much with the Brewers, but the Cubs are a hot ticket this year. And no matter where you are, whether it's the Quad Cities or Dubuque or Cedar Rapids or now here in Madison, I mean, we have people that are still interested in Cubs games, and they're doing so good this year that that's an easy sell and it's an easy ticket. We have NLDS, NLCS, and World Series tickets if they make it that far. So.
Awesome. And we just have a couple seconds left. Can you just give us, and besides the Cubs games, can you give us some upcoming trips that you have planned for the rest of the year?
Well, we have Wisconsin, Iowa. We also have several Milwaukee Bucks games versus the Warriors, the Bulls, the Cavaliers, some of those hotter teams. So you can check out MadisonBusTrips.com and get all the details on all of our trips.
definitely check that out. Well, Aaron and Addison, thank you so much for stopping by today. And stay tuned. We have more on Wisconsin Family right after this.